and welcome to another special edition of Grind.Music.Repeat. You got your host DraQuan. I got Diondris Butler over here with me today. She gonna hold it down. We're gonna speak on some topics like that. We got Kendrick Lamar popping out with the video. Then we got some other kind of things we're gonna discuss. But you know, if it ain't about music, we really can't use it. What's good, Diondris? How you doing?
Y'all already know it's the big boss, the big queen. You already know.
Oh yeah.
I'm out here with Dre on this fine Saturday morning. You know, he got me out here working and everything. But guess what? If it ain't about that music, we can't use it. So guess what? We're gonna get into this music.
I like that. So how you doing on this nice Saturday though?
I'm good,
It's
man.
warm out there
I stayed out
already,
late a little bit last night. Got a little
did.
turned up. I almost forgot about our appointment this morning. But I said, "Oh snap! Let me hurry up, get up."
Yeah.
Got on in the shower and everything. Then you text me and was like, "All right, let's push it back an hour."
Yeah.
Boom! That was perfect.
Yeah.
Like perfect thing for me.
Yeah, cause I was in the chair. I was trying to get did up. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Like as a dude, like you know, like I'm getting my hair done. You know what I'm saying? It feel kind of, you know, I don't know, but I mean, it's a part of the craft though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shelly Shell and my sister Shaquana. They do amazing job right there. Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah. That's what it is right
I know
there.
you want in there crying today, was you?
Nah. Hey, it got hot. Not because of the sun. It got hot. But
that pressure was on you.
But it's just it's about that process. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about on Grind Music and Repeat, that sometimes it ain't just gonna be instant gratification. It ain't gonna be easy either. Sometimes it's gonna be tough. Sometimes it might hurt. But that progress and that growth is just vital for your development. And if you can't find that sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like it ain't gonna be right, and then nothing to make sense for you.
Yeah.
And then just be like, dang, why it don't add up for me?
Just be thinking about it.
Yeah, that right there.
That will get into your head. That start getting into your head too much. But gotta make sure you draw them lines. Don't get too far in your head. Just keep on pushing. Keep on going. Gotta go.
That's something right there though, because that's that motivation. You know what I'm saying? That's what we try to do up here on Grind Music and Repeat. Give them that motivation, that little bit of that love and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, just, like you say, keep it moving. Keep it moving. So we're gonna jump in the first topic, yo. No, can't do that. Diondris, you know what I'm saying? This her first time on the show, so we gotta ask it. You know what I'm saying? What the music mean to you, yeah?
Man, music is everything to me. Music is life. Music is love. Music is energy. Music is happiness. Music is peace. Like, music is literally everything to me. Like, I use music a lot of the time for motivation, just to even get me outside of the way that I feel sometimes. You know, you can it's always a song that you can pick out for any emotion that you got. So you can just, boom, let me listen to this, because this is how I'm feeling today. Oh, nah, I'm turned up. Let me listen to this today, because we lit. Oh, man, I got something going on.
What's one you got for today? What's the song of the day today?
My song of the day today, I'm on some reggae today. I got my locks out. I had my lock kept on this morning. So I was on that Cuddy Ranks and Barry's Hammond. Love Me How Forget.
Okay.
Yeah. So just that reggae. I like my music catalog crazy. I got a lot of different backgrounds of music. My daddy started me off on reggae and go-go whenever I was a little girl. Used to ride the city and just listen to big old the little album jumps that he had. We just go scroll through, listen to them. They got like 40, 50 songs on each track. We just ride and vibing. So that kind of started everything off as far as music outside of what I was used to listening to in church and stuff like that. Always been singing in the choir. So I got the gospel over here. I got, like I said, the R&B and go there with my daddy. Then as I got older, like I can branch off into the R&B and start hearing what they talking about and can actually relate to it. Country music, I don't really care for country music, but I worked in retail a lot, so it grew on me. So they got certain country songs that I even like too. But just all around, like music's just everything, man. Like if I had to live a life with no music, I don't know where I would be at right now.
I don't know.
I think I'd be pretty hurt out here.
Yeah, it'll be tough.
Yeah, for real.
It'll be tough. So like with you and your musical background and stuff like that, you know, so like what's like listening versus like creating, like what's different about the two? Well, I mean, obviously the whole job of it or the task of it itself. It takes something. But like beyond that, like what you would see the difference is.
I like this. I always, they get on me all the time because I'm one that like to play the background. And whenever I say background, it's not just me saying that I like to play the background vocalist, but it's the fact that I can listen to everything. I like to think myself more so as the listener. And being able to be that listener help you be able to put the creativity on for, because you can listen to this, listen to that, and take all three, a piece from all three, and be done compile something that is way bigger than what you know could have did just listening to one of the songs. So being that listener is very, very important to me, just off of the strength of I can put everything together how I want to, and I can control this piece, control that piece, take this piece out, take that piece out, and just put it together how I want it to. So that's the whole thing with the listening and the creativity. You can't have, you can have one without the other, but you can't have that creativity without listening.
I think that was like more of my process as I learned like how to mix and master and stuff like that. Like when I seen that I gained more control of that, then I gained more control of what I could actually put in there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, you know what? I don't want that beat playing right there. I could cut that whole part out and then just go solo on air with this one and then let the drums drop back in, that kind of thing. Yeah, shout out to the Bo Bangs, because he was, he wanted him right there. Oh, Big Kim too. Like, they showed me, even just seeing them work on how they work. And then that's where I learned a lot from it. And then just like them pieces you could add in or pieces you could take out. And then it ain't just gotta be as is all the time.
You can change it and put it however you want to. We can put the end at the front and then put the front at the end, or we can put the end at the middle, however. It just make it however you want it to go. And that's what it just comes back into, having that ear. Like, I don't even know where I got my ear from, but just me singing in the choir all those years, I just developed like a conscience for music, and it just kind of stuck with me forever. It still stick with me now. Like, I can go and harmonize a group of people right now, don't know them from nothing, but I tell them, like, figure out which one is who. I told you soprano, you tenor, all right, boom, you get over here, you get over there, you get over there. This the note you take, this the note you take, this the note you take, and boom, we're gonna put it together, and that's what it is. So just be like that.
That sound like that's what you're doing, like. Cause and y'all, we got her on the tape. The streets need music, like, because we gotta get that proper. We coming, we bringing it in. We ain't making no explanations and no excuses. We accountable here. We just gonna make it happen for y'all. But so, like, as far as like a singer side, like, and then I'm more like the artist, like the rap, the lyric side. What's something where those worlds always can meet, or that could be like the same, or even if different, or they could really like kind of, I want to say, like, dang, what's the word? Like, kind of like highlight each other, or like, you know what I'm saying? Compliment each other.
The whole process of just getting a track together. They're gonna end up being times where you're gonna need your singer on the track, or you're gonna need, the singer is gonna need the lyrics from the rapper. They even get what they want to do off of the course. Like, that's what I do a lot of times with you. Like, you know, when we get in our session or whatever, you'll go ahead and you had something playing already. I have a kind of an idea. But I always like to go off of what you talking about, Dre. Let me see what you talking about first. And then I can come up with something, just go ahead and write it like that. And just come out with it and be boom, magical. But you kind of need both of them for sure. Like, unless you just got an all rapping track. But if you got a song that you want some vocals to be on, you're gonna have to definitely give and take. It's like a relationship. The rapper gonna give some, the singer gonna give some, the rapper gonna take some, the singer gonna take some. Like, it's just, you gotta see what the vibe is on that song and how you want it to flow.
That's definitely like a mesh, like where it complements each other. Like, you think about like, I think about like two songs that come to my mind, like Method Man and Mary, or Jay-Z and Mary. Can't Knock the Hustle and You All I Need. Like, that's like the perfect, like, okay, well, if you could write up a blueprint for like like what hip hop represents and stuff like that, I see that. You know what I'm saying? So what's something you don't like about music, or what's something that'll make you not like a song?
Trash lyrics.
Besides the people.
Trash lyrics, bro. If your lyrics are trash, I cannot listen to you. Like, I like stuff that makes sense. Like I'm already a deep intellectual person. So if we just getting up here talking about some nothing, like a whole bunch of nothing, it's not gonna keep me intrigued unless you got a nice beat on it. If the beat ain't that good and the trash is trash too, I mean the trash, but the lyrics is trash. If the lyrics trash too, then I'm not even finna mess with that. A lot of the music today, like I just don't even listen to it. It's like I can't vibe with that. Like teach me something, tell me something. How can I step into your lifestyle, or how can you get me to even understand what you're going through in your life? Like, you know, deep meditative stuff like that. That's what I like.
Okay, so like that's that more of like that surface level stuff. If it ain't right and well composed, it ain't gonna come across. So can like, as far as like when you get to that lyrical side, can it be too deep?
I don't think I got one that's too deep. I got some that have done made me cry or something before. Like dang, that was tough. That was crazy right there. I've had some of them, but ain't nothing that you can't handle. If you got God on your side, ain't nothing you can't handle. So you listening to this music and everything, you take and conform it to your lifestyle. Take and, you know, try to make the best and take the positivity out of what they teaching you to apply that to your lifestyle. Like, you just don't want to just be out here just wasting time and listening to nothing. And it ain't giving you no value. You always want to take back value from what you're listening to or what you giving your time to. I give my time to music, so of course I want my music to give me something back.
Right. You definitely right about that. I can see that. So like, as far as like, I mean, it would be like a vocal influence. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was some people like that influenced you, like vocally and stuff like that in this music?
A bunch of them, man. We got Lauryn Hill, we got Jennifer Hudson, we got Ledisi, we got Whitney, we got Shaka Khan. I like Angie Stone too. Like Kelly Price. We got who else we could think of right off the top of my head. Even they even some men, like I like Tank. You know, some of the runs that Tank be doing be crazy. I don't really like Tank as, you know, all that, but you know, hey, bro got some vocals and he can sing. You hear me? So that Chris Brown, you know, I wouldn't put him in the top, but Chris Brown is very influential, and how he makes his music work for his audience is very, very intriguing to me. So
come up here and tell us about that Chris Brown. You got a cheat code, man.
He definitely got one. Summer Walker, SZA. I even like Tiana Taylor. They be hating on TT, but Tiana, I'm with you, babe. I'm with you, babe.
I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, but them some of the main ones I would definitely would say have, you know, influenced me. Marsha Ambrosius is crazy with the runs as well. Like, I know I don't have the range as high as her, but I try to listen to her and transpose what she doing into what I can do. I know I can't really run as good as her, but I know I can run a little bit. So she might do some crazy, you know, I can come back, all right, boom, I'm gonna flip it this way and let that work. So you're the first one who got me out my shell for real of me singing by myself. So I'm kind of still in the learning processes of myself and what is Diondris singing lifestyle? You know, what is my singing language, or how do I move as a vocalist? Yeah,
because I would say, like, on the edge, like being able to sing and then like being able to rap, is it like, oh, I can sing just like I can rap, or is it like, how do you know when you can? Like when I knew, like, oh dang, these cadences go together good right here. Like, this kind of nice right here. You know, if it was somebody else saying this, I probably would rock. I would listen to this, right? You might be nice on this record, right? So like, as far as like vocally, like, dang, I can sing. What was that moment or that realization, or was it just always there?
For myself, I would definitely say back then, especially, it was the validation of knowing, like, having somebody else come up to you like, girl, you sung the best out of that song today. Like, like that right there. Even like whenever I go places now, a lot of people just like, Diondris, you gonna sing for us? You gonna do this? I'm like, oh, I don't really like to, but if the people ask for it, I try to. Now y'all don't count. Y'all hear me all the time, but as far as on the camera or whatever, Yeah, it just got. I'm a person that give off the vibes. Like if the vibe there, then I'm gonna go ahead and bust a note or whatever. Right. But it definitely comes into play about just having the whole validation back then. But now I'm such like a free person with it. Now I can be walking down the road or something and something just hit me and start singing. So it's just like I can just do it because I know I can now. Like I just know that it's there now. I ain't gonna say I can blow and I can just go all crazy, but that's another thing that I'm working on now is building like my repertoire with the singing, like my whole profile of singing. And shout out to Dre for even getting me out here. I've worked on a lot of projects though, like background singing for a lot of different rappers. Even whenever I was in high school, like people used to call me up, but a lot of people stopped asking, they stopped calling. So then it just make you like, okay, well, they ain't got time for you no more. Let me just go ahead and I can focus on something else. So during that time off of me really being focused on music, I was in school and doing like my whole business aspect of myself. So it was just, a difference. But now everything's coming back together. It just be crazy how God pulls all the strings back around for you to go back through channels that you exited once before. So it becomes full circle for real. That's what it be all about. So for the most part, that's how that work with that.
That's crazy. Like I just noticed like that with certain singers, they have a different identity. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even like where like every singer is the same, just like every rapper or every artist ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like how do you like, you know what I'm saying, when you distinguish in between like different singers and stuff like that, and you won, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's me, like if we talking about the artistry of writing lyrics and stuff like that, like, and then we talking about let's throw somebody out there. Let's talk about Anderson .Paak. Boom. I could tell you exactly where like his highlights of his artistry is and stuff like that, because that's what I study. So like as far as like a identity, you know what I'm saying? Like how do singers like notice that amongst each other and stuff like that?
I'll go back like to them vibes
with the runs and that kind. It
go right back to them vibes because everybody ain't got it, and the ones that do got it, they don't got it the same way. So everybody has to find something that makes them unique within their own little thing. So that's where it comes into play with them runs. And then you got somebody that might have like a super deep range, but they can travel and go all the way up. Like that's what made them them. Like Leela Hathaway, you can see her at the bottom of the barrel. And then by the time she in heaven, like she can do it just like that. And it's with no effort. Like that's what make her unique. That's what make her her. It just depends on how the person carry themselves and how they feel like how their confidence level is. I would say that's the confidence level that they have. Like me, like I was saying, they go right back to me. How does that rise though? Like how you pick that? You get people to challenge you. Like you be doing me. That's what you got to get out of the box. Like you right now, I would have definitely said that I was in the box. But since we done been working and stuff, I can see myself slowly picking I'm picking out the box just a little bit like, oh, can I go out the box now? Okay, let me see if I can do that. So now every day now, my singing routine has definitely changed. Like I'm singing constantly all the time just to make sure that my voice is still what it need to be. My grandma always told us when we was young, she was like our head overseer. Most of her grandchildren made up the choir. Like it was us and then probably like maybe 3 or 4 other kids within the church. But my grandma was the head one. We used to hate having to go to choir practice. Like, oh God, we don't want to go. We don't want to go. She was like, you keep on. God gonna take your voice because you don't want to use it. Any gift that God give you, you better use it before He take it from you. So I have definitely went through that. I have went through that, man. Like living in the world, done lost my voice for real. Like how I used to sing, I can tell it's a difference now. And I don't know if it's just because of my age getting older and just because voices change and stuff whenever you get older. But I don't know if it's that or if it was because of some of the activities that I was doing before then that made it happen that way. So now I start thinking about how I live my life and everything like that, just so I can keep my voice protected a little bit more, because I do want to do more with it, and I know that it's been in me to do more with it. Oh, we're gonna work on that, yo. We're gonna get you some more of that Diondris Butler, yo. I call her DB. I'm gonna go with DB. That's what we're gonna do. So y'all, we trying to find me a name right now. It's been hard. We're gonna stick with DB. So look,
like the music game is crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? And there's a certain kind of guy going around, you know, calling a boogie man, you know what I'm saying? And then he out here boogie in. You know what I'm saying?
For real though.
Like Kendrick, he done popped out with the video for that right there. You get a chance to check that out. How you feel about that?
We seeing a different side of Kendrick. This is definitely a different side. Like I feel like he doing more for the culture now. Like not saying that he wasn't doing it back then for the culture, but you can actually see his involvement in it now. Like he got everybody from just the streets is coming up. He got gang members in here. They all unifying. Like it's just crazy to see the new Kendrick. Like we in a new era with him.
Yeah, I think it's more like shout out to Drake because you did something when he did that drop and give me 50 man drop. He haven't stopped since then.
He haven't.
And I don't know if he took that challenge like seriously. Like that challenge or like, oh, you only drop every so often and stuff like that. I think sometimes as an artist, they're like, you do your thing because you don't want to rush something and then have people saying that you rush something. Because if you skip steps, they're going to skip songs. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like that drop, and then he haven't stopped dropping like that right there, shout out to Drake. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like you said, it's another level of Kendrick's artistry. And then just to come to find out, like, it's gotta be over that. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite parts about the video is like overall with the unity. And then it's like, it was just like where you put bars in there and then it's like, nah, this ain't just filler. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he actually
giving the that's what I'm saying. He giving the visual to go right along with the words.
That kind of thing like that right there. And then I ain't gonna say like it's a rare opportunity, but they sometimes you will make a video for a nice song and it do not equal up to the success of that record.
That's
right.
Like
that right there.
It was spot on.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I watched it a few times though, but he definitely did his thing. It was so many hidden messages in there though too.
Yeah.
The owl at the end, the mix joint, the black and what was it? Black? It was brown and white. It was brown and white owl. They were saying that was crazy for him to be dropping that on the 4th of July. Yeah, and you talking about Ben? Yeah, that's what I said. Though. He was thinking that's some good marketing though.
Right,
that's
for real.
Going way beyond. That's what I'm saying. Them surface people, they ain't gonna get nothing like that. Like you got to go ahead and be thinking ahead about the plans like that you're gonna do. Boom, I dropped this on Juneteenth. All right. Bet we finna come back again on 4th of July and we're gonna drop this. And guess what? In my song, we talking about being colonized. Like that one, he was talking about everybody moved to Atlanta for a paycheck. Like that's real. That's real because I myself used to think about going to Atlanta all the time because I felt like the demand for a lawyer was high. That was what I wanted to be. So that jump bring it full around.
It makes sense on so many levels. Like that right there.
You sitting on that surface, you ain't gonna get that. You got to dig a little bit deeper past that surface, man. And it'll open up your eyes to a whole nother world. But you got to be open to it. You can't be closed-minded to it.
Yeah. My only thing with this whole beef thing, going back, J. Cole is where he come in. Yeah. Shout out to them Cole fans in there. Like my whole thing with the Cole and Kendrick thing, I don't want to see them beef. I don't want to see them if they spar on tracks. Spar on that album they supposed to have. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Can we see it? Can we get that? That's what I'm trying to get. That Tale of Two Cities. I don't care what they call it. Like if they do that right there, it's up. It's up. And then if they room for, you know what I'm saying, some agreements to be had, some stuff to be squashed. Are you my friend?
Yeah.
Get Drake up there too. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't just be like, it's over for him because no. Gotham got the Batman and the Joker. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a crazy dynamic because you see the world like the Joker would, and you try to do what Batman would do to save it. You know what I'm saying? So like I see all that. It can coexist. You know what I'm saying? This town ain't big enough for the both of us. Nah, it is. They're enough world. They're enough world.
Definitely is. Especially when all three of them have the fan bases that they have. Like either way, that will be like I feel like they almost don't want to give it to us because they know it'll be too powerful. They know it'll be too much. Like, you know how they always trying to take away the stuff that really mean a lot to that really mean something, that really speaking something. Yeah. So I just feel like they probably will release so much crazy stuff that have our mind like, yo, like some eye openers, just simple eye openers, though, stuff that people don't even think about, or people don't even, even fathom about sitting on their own. You get that other extra ear or that third eye open up. There you go, right there. Boom.
That right there. Something to keep you off the ground. Yeah. As far as like that motivational aspect. And it's like I'm revealing a side of me that if you see this, you see all of this. You know what I'm saying? Right. But if you don't, you see none of this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, well, it's like, how do I know if the door is locked or not? Oh, well, it will close. Did you knock on it?
You gotta turn that knob.
For real. Because some of them doors, motivation for Grind.Music.Repeat right there. Some of them doors ain't locked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of them doors is just, they might be closed. It look like they closed. You know what I'm saying? But you got that little piece of, little bit of sliver in there. But some people ain't gonna check because they looking for that red carpet. Roll it out. Let me get the press out there too. Take some pictures of me. You know what I'm saying? How does it take? Yeah, all of that. But sometimes it's about that, like, okay, you know what? I got to do something different. I ain't did always, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like you were saying, I got to step outside of my box, what make me comfortable and stuff like that. And then, like, when I made that tape, Relentless, I exposed myself and truly became relentless. Like,
there you go.
We ain't stopped for nothing since then. Like, just trying to keep putting it together. And that's another thing, too. Like, a lot of people like to point things out. Oh, you need to be doing this, and you need to be doing this, and you need to be doing this. Nah, you need to be putting it all together. That's what you do. Put it all together. That's this in football. This the huddle right here. Huddle up. Keep putting it together. That's what I give them today right there. That's what I give them. Yeah. So
that was tough right there. Y'all ain't listening to the boy. Y'all ain't listening to him.
Yeah. So we're gonna close out with do you think R&B can return to a, you know what I'm saying? Like it's glory days, or is it like, okay, it's just gonna have to be another stage of these days?
You said it perfect right there. It's right. We ain't gonna never get back to that that old school, that real deal R&B, the OJs. Who else we got? Gladys Knight in the Pips. Like we ain't gonna get to that good old school stuff like that no more. But what I have noticed is a lot of people doing samples now. So they bringing the music back, but it's being brought back in a different way. So I don't think we'll ever get back to the old school R&B, but it'll be a new old school R&B that's coming about now. Like Coco Jones, she just made a song and she using a old school track. I can't even call the name of it right now, but she using one. You got even the rappers, they coming out and they having old school like beats and stuff. The Not Like Us came from Ray Charles. I believe it. So it's just like you can see how everything is still being like recycled or reused for the greater good. Though I would say, I'm not gonna say that anybody that has sampled a song that has been trash. I haven't heard no trash sample song. So at least everybody's standing on business with their samples or whatever. They take money to clear them tracks. And if you're gonna be going out here and just wasting money, you might as well come and put it in my hand. If you want to do that, like for real, come put it in my hand for me.
Take some of that too. I like it,
we can flip that a couple of times.
I can make something happen for you.
For real. But I feel like we'll be in a new old school era. Like and then now we getting older too. So the old school now is really, really old. But the new old school that we building is gonna be the old school that the new kids, the younger kids is gonna be used to. So it kind of everything float back around. We go right back full cycle.
Yeah. That's crazy. Matter of fact, because it was the dog tried to call me an old head. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I said, man, I was made in the 90s. Anything after that was made in China. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I had to get down on him. He's like, hey, yo, Johnny, that kind of disrespectful. I was like, nah, you can't call me no old head. Like, if I think of old head, I think of like 60s and 70s. That's what they is. So now we're going to have a new name for us, like when we get to that kind of level.
We the aunties and uncles,
or something like
that.
That's
what they call us now.
We can't just be old heads.
The aunties and uncles.
Nah, because them old school players, like, where they'll tell a joke, And you know it's a
yeah,
crazy
corny joke.
It's a crazy joke when they say it and then they laugh. Like, hey, what you just say?
And you sitting there like, what?
What you talking about? Yo, that's crazy. So look, Grind.Music.Repeat got Diondris Butler with me over here. We rocking, yo. You got anyone you want to give them some words of encouragement? You got some people you want to shoot some love to? Send it to them.
I just want to shout out to 810 Studios for really just pushing me to be a whole lot better than what I am. You know, try to put my best foot forward, try to set examples so that other people can see the greatness that we build and try to be the greatness that we build and more. So like, don't just set goals and try to be at a settled level. Always try to go above and beyond what you can do, because you are powerful beyond measure. God don't never put more on us than we can bear. Just keep him first and everything gonna fall into play. It may not seem like it now. I'm gonna tell y'all, life had been lifing on sis. Life been lifing on sis for a long time, but you know, you just gotta sometimes take that time out for yourself and just put your own mental cap on and focus in on your own relationship with God, and he'll just work wonders, man. I'm telling y'all, it's been working for me in the past 2 weeks. I just started mine, like really trying to refocus up. Shout out to BAP, because I was just talking about that. Y'all go check us out. But yeah, like it just keep pushing regardless. Don't never let nothing stop you. And if you're having a bad day, like I said, go pick out one of these songs, man. Go and listen to it and let that song motivate you and turn you up. My Bay Gates gonna do it for me every time. So if you need an artist to start off with, go listen to some Gates, man.
Out my window, I see everything I dream about and
wish I had.
That one right there, that one do it right there every time right there.
That's the one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
even the old songs,
that right there, man. We're gonna wrap it up. I just want to end by saying it's hot out there. Make sure you drinking you some water.
Definitely.
Get you some shade, you know what I'm saying, and don't be out there too long if you ain't got to. Let that sun go down if you're gonna do them other kind of activities out there while you're doing that.
For real.
And as for motivation and progress, if you ain't working, then you in somebody's way. So shout out to that, and y'all hold it down. Grind.Music.Repeat. For the rain with the heavyweight. World Series.